On this week's episode of the Social Update, Instagram stopped developing their kids app, TikTok gets into NFTs, Clubhouse has a bunch of new features, TikTok launched professional accounts, and YouTube extend their $100 million shorts fund to 30 more countries. Let's get into the show. My name is Brian and welcome to the Social Update, the weekly show where I give you everything that's happening in social media and the creator economy. Let's kick it off with Instagram, and they have stopped developing their kids app. Why were they even making a kids app in the first place? Sounds like a good idea and a bad idea at the same time. If you ask me, I think it was a decent idea. Not a great idea, not a good idea, just a decent idea. It's a solution to one of the problems that Instagram is having. And one of the problems that Instagram is having is its younger users. They are unable to verify the age of their younger users. Well, technically, they're unable to verify the age of any user because they don't take your ID or anything like that. But you do have to put in your birthday as a requirement to use the app now. Now, yes, everybody has to put their birthday in. If you haven't put it in, it will prompt you and you will not be able to use the app until you put your birthday in. So that's one way that they can detect who are younger users. If you are under 16, your profile will be private automatically and you will not get any ads because certain advertisers, which will be most advertisers, will not be able to advertise to an under 16-year-old, depending on what they're advertising, but like I said, which will be most advertisers. If you are under 18, your account will be set to private as well. And that comes with a host of like messaging features where people won't be able to message you if they don't follow you, right? And it will prompt you, say, hey, do you know this person? Because it could be your uncle, your older cousin, your auntie, could be your family or whatever. And it'll ask you, hey, do you know this person? But it will also prompt the other person and saying, hey, you know, you can't DM this person because they are underage or they're this age. So unless you know them, unless they verify that, this message will not be going through, etc., etc. And these are some of the new features that Instagram implemented a couple weeks ago to help safeguard the younger users, but they still wanted to make a separate app for kids. And a lot of people are worried because of the connotations of Instagram and like aesthetics and beauty standards, etc., etc. They're wondering if that will spill over into a kids app. But Instagram and Facebook are insistent on creating an app where it will be safe for younger users and that parents will know that they're safe. They're insisting that, hey, this is an app for parents to know that their younger users are safe on the app. Because if they're using the app already, they're on the app and they may be lying about their age, which they can detect, by the way. So yes, a younger user can say they are 16 or 18 or 19 when they're really 12 or 10 or 13, right? Because they can see the type of stuff they're commenting, they can see the type of stuff they're looking at, look at their friends, look at their birthday posts. They have technology that's not perfect yet, but they have technology to help try and detect the real age of a user if they just say they're 21 or whatever, right? So they have that in place. But the app would make it easier, just like YouTube. So I have a son, he watches YouTube Kids all day, and I don't have to feel scared that he might go down a rabbit hole in YouTube and find some weird video. Like sometimes wonderful, but mostly weird video that a kid should not be watching, because you can easily do that in YouTube, because that's the way that YouTube algorithm and recommendation system works. And it's the same and similar with Instagram. If you look at a certain thing, it offers you that thing more, and you can follow whoever you want to follow if you have an alias. But on the YouTube Kids app, there's no ads. They're even trying to clamp down on the in-video ads. So is this unboxing or is this an ad that has been paid for a kid? Because they don't want kids being subject to so many ads on these platforms. So Instagram Kids app is trying to be in the same vein as YouTube Kids app and just provide a safe place that parents know, hey, you could use this app and still look at stuff on Instagram, but it's for kids, right? Again, it's a decent idea. It's a simple solution to a complex problem. I don't think it's necessarily the whole thing, but I think it will help, right? It's Instagram trying to make it better before it gets even worse, because there's already been reports about the harmful effects of Instagram on teenage girls, and it's not looking good. And I think that's one of the reasons why they are halting the development of the app so far. And I think, again, I personally think they should make it, right? But they have to listen to the people, and there's so much controversy around it. I think it's only right that they do some more research, which is what they're saying they're doing, in order to push it forward. But let me know what you think. Should there be an Instagram Kids app, or just like, what is that? Like, makes sense for YouTube, but it doesn't make sense for Instagram. Like, yeah. So let me know what you think about Instagram Kids app down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So TikTok is launching an NFT collection with some of its biggest creators and some music artists. They're calling it TikTok Top Moments, where they will be minting some NFT videos, and it's all about owning a piece of the the culture. They haven't released any more details other than that. They don't know how many clips or what clips they would be, but they would be a reasonable price for people to own a bit of the culture of creativity that's happening on TikTok. Now, if you don't know what an NFT is, simply it's a non-fungible token, and it's connected to the Ethereum blockchain, right? So previously, like if you own a Mona Lisa, you own it, you know, it's the painting, you know you have it, it's physical. There is no way to do that in the digital world. There's no way to own something. Yeah, everybody has a JPEG, everybody can copy it. It's all, you know, photocopyable like digitally, right? But now, when you mint something and somebody buys it with Ethereum on the blockchain, it gets noted down on a public ledger that, hey, this person owns this, you know, JPEG or this picture or this NFT, this video, this text, this article, whatever it is, right? You can mint absolutely anything. And it's digital ownership. So we know somebody owns it. Yes, somebody could screenshot the picture, but somebody owns the picture. Just like I could take a picture of the Mona Lisa, but somebody actually owns the Mona Lisa. And it's the same thing. So it's digital ownership. Right now, it's all about community, culture, art, and just connecting with people using NFTs, right? So it's a new craze. That was a really quick explanation, but definitely go and search up NFTs, because Twitter is getting into the NFTs, Instagram is getting into NFTs, and now TikTok is getting into NFTs. It's something I'm going to talk more about in a separate video, but let me know what you think about TikTok's NFTs. If you know anything about NFTs, this would be a great opportunity for someone to buy an NFT from TikTok. NFTs are going to be huge. Again, I could talk about it a lot more, but let me know what you think about TikTok and NFTs down in the comments. TikTok also have reached 1 billion monthly active users in the space of 5 years. That's faster than any social media app out here, but arguably other social media apps have laid the foundation for TikTok to grow so fast. They blew up last year. They just, loads of people blew up on TikTok last year because we were at home and we wanted to consume more content. But this lets you know that TikTok is still coming, it's still winning, it's still got these other apps on the ropes, and it's still a contender. But there's also still land to grab on TikTok. So if you're not on TikTok yet, go and have a browse, go and look what other people are creating, try to upload some stuff and just see how you like it. It's definitely one of the places where you can grow very rapidly and grow a community and even get paid on there. So I really like TikTok. It's still a place to go and create and thrive. So Twitter has been releasing a bunch of features this year. It's like going into one of its development years, right? Loads of features. One of its latest features that it announced quite a while ago is professional Twitter, and these are just business accounts and creator accounts, just like you can have on TikTok, just like you can have on Instagram, just like you can have on Facebook, just like you can have on Pinterest. You can have different types of accounts. Now Twitter is joining the rest and having professional accounts. They haven't rolled out to everyone yet, so they're still accepting applications. You have to apply. Hey, can I have a professional account? And what does a professional account get, you are asking me? So if you are either a creator or a business, you can have 3 modules or widgets in your profile. If you're a creator, you might want to link up to Review, which is Twitter's newsletter platform that they bought a while ago, and you can have a module to say, hey, subscribe from your profile. If you are a business, you can have something where people can shop, or if you have a little bit of about you, where you can have your address and your website and opening times, etc, etc. So that is the kind of the first iteration of what is really happening with professional Twitter. Of course, they will be coming with a lot more features in the future, hopefully in the near future, but hopefully it will launch by the end of this year, and anyone can, you know, change their profile to, hey, creator or professional business. So I'm really excited about those features and professional Twitter, and just the overall development of Twitter, right? So yeah, Twitter is really great and developing into something more, something bigger to give its users and even make money and make it clear what you are on Twitter for. Clubhouse has a bunch of new features as well, and some of these features look really good. One of the features is universal search. Sounds a bit basic, but yeah, now you can search rooms and people that may be in rooms, or just people in general, just to search their profiles on Clubhouse. Again, sounds really basic, but it's a feature that they didn't have, and now your rooms can be found a lot easier, because, you know, discovery on something like Clubhouse is really hard to do because it's all happening live. So if it's not happening, then it's hard to find, or if it is happening, it might be hard to find if it doesn't kind of come into your feed. But they fixed that now with universal search, which is huge for Clubhouse. And clips. They've also got a feature called Clips, where you'll be able to clip 30 seconds of a room and download it as a video so you can share it on other platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. So this massively helps again with discovery and even promoting a room. You could be live in a room, clip 30 seconds, put it on Twitter, and to grab more people to come to your room, or even just after the fact. But again, it's a bit weird how it works. Obviously, because it's live, how do you know when to clip? Or if you're clipping at the same time as you're listening, does it disrupt the room that you're in? Loads of questions. Go and test that out if you're on Clubhouse and let me know how it goes. If the Clubhouse room is private, you will not be able to make a clip unless the host of that room allows clips to be made, obviously to preserve the privacy of that room because they've made it private in the first place. A long awaited game-changing feature is replays. This hasn't been released yet, but they're working on releasing it very soon. Very soon means hopefully by the end of the month. We can hope and pray. Replays, room replays. So yes, Clubhouse is live and that is the whole point of it. But unfortunately, we don't live in a world where you can always watch a live video or listen to a live audio. We're just busy. We've got other stuff to do. We've got work, we've got family, we've got kids, we've got spouses, we've got leisure time, we've got friends. We've got too much stuff to do to be constantly on call, being on the app, right? It doesn't lend itself to the way that we live at all. So replays could be a really good thing, knowing that, hey, I missed that room that's on every Thursday at 7 p.m. because I was doing something else. I was busy putting my kids to sleep, or I was busy cooking dinner, I was busy out with friends, or whatever I was doing. I was having a nap, right? And I could replay that room later. This is definitely a game changer. It definitely changes the way Clubhouse has been used, but it's definitely needed because I don't think Clubhouse can survive just purely being live all the time. That doesn't lend itself to content creation. Hey, I create something and it disappears. Nah, we don't need that. So I'm really looking forward to those features. Let me know which feature you are really looking forward to down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. LinkedIn is testing a paid events kind of service and feature, which is really good and really overdue. So this is in its testing stage, so we don't know when this will be released or how it will be released. When they say testing, I assume things will be released in a couple months, so probably could look at this for 2022. Something they've been pondering on and working on over the last 18 months. Obviously, due to the pandemic, nobody could go out, so online events became very prevalent. Through Zoom, through Instagram, through anywhere that could do live, through YouTube, right? These events, everybody was just meeting each other online, and I think it's something that it's really needed. Even Zoom had a marketplace. They've launched a marketplace now where you can find events to attend, and I think this is just really indicative of the type of world we're in now. Everything is virtual. We're meeting more people virtually. We're doing more things virtually. In real life, events are picking up. They're still there. It's not totally out of the question, but virtual events are there even more, and I think it'd be very helpful to go and be able to find a place where you can find virtual events that you can pay for and get a really great experience, especially as a professional. And I think it's really good that LinkedIn is giving its creators the space to make virtual events and make some money at the same time. Finally, YouTube expands its $100 million shorts fund to 30 more countries. So if you are creating shorts on YouTube, you may be able to get paid between $100 and $10,000 per month. $100 minimum and $10,000 maximum per month. They haven't really laid out a criteria for how or who gets paid. It's probably going to be based on something like views and maybe some other stuff, but it's really kind of just hit or miss because it's really vague. But listen, create anyway, right? So yes, create for money because we need to pay our bills. We're adults now, and if you're not adult, you might be young. You might want to get some shoes, you might want to get some new clothes to go out with your friends or whatever you want to do. Creation has become a money grabbing opportunity now, right? That's why they're paying out, because they want to entice people to create more shorts. They said shorts are now getting 6.5 billion views daily, right? So it's definitely competing with TikTok, right? It definitely is, because YouTube is already video based, but they're trying to entice more people by paying out. And Reels recently also just launched its autumn and Instagram Reels also just launched their autumn bonus, which is only in America for now, which is a bit annoying because clearly can't compete with Shorts, who just launched 30 more countries. It's only in America now, and hopefully they said they're going to release it to more countries in 2022. But it's not good enough. It's not really good enough. YouTube Shorts is paying out, so keep creating and hopefully you can get paid out. Unfortunately, it's all hope and wishes now, but maybe you can get paid out. I wish I could give you more criteria, but there really isn't much more criteria. But let me know what you think down in the comments. That is it for this week's The Social Update. Please like and subscribe, and you've been officially updated. I will see you next week for more news. Have a good one.